basically. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, laying it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. They did the sex. They did the thing. She is now pregnant. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Hold on. Tea time. Ow, fuck! It's hot. Tea time still. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. I know the feel. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment, but Mimuro, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Oh wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more that is kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? She's pregnant already. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh god, the poems. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Exhales. God damn it. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do more reading tonight, huh? Or would you prefer I only read with you? Fucking smooth. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Fucking speed reader. Alright. I make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Fuck yeah, I did. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Maybe a couple times. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Share? Alright, we're sharing. I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes her in a It's too late, I can't read this. What time is it? Way too late for this. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply. It's way too late. Reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, in reality, I will show it to people I know more. I know better. So in this case, it would be Sayori, because she's a childhood friend. Monica, because, well, she seems nice. Or Yuri. This bitch is on my shit list already. Fucking... She just does everything wrong that I don't like and it irritates me. But at the same time, she has a saving grace also. I can't completely hate her, but she's still on my shit list. Let's go with her, because childhood friend and all that. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Mimo. Are you sure it's your first time? Yeah. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I fucking keep my promises, bitch. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Mimro. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. My motives is to conquer and impregnate all the girls here, obviously. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yeah. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Yep. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Sure, it's better than my shit show of a poem. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy for my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Rain. I look above, the sky is blue. It's the secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Now, you see... Who writes this? What is this? Oh my god. I need tea right now. This is something I would write if I literally had to write something in the last minute, right when I got up from bed. Like, literally 5-minute work right here. This is like a poem I will write back in high school. About like how I got up from bed and I wanted to eat breakfast, but I don't eat breakfast because I'm a normal person. What kind of alien gets up in the morning from school, in the morning to go to school, but eats breakfast? No one does that. No one fucking does that. Sorry, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? See, I fucking said so. No, just a little bit. I fucking knew it. I can't answer just a little bit. You can't just answer just a little bit. It's either a bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It was okay. Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, an airhead. Yeah. Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Alien. No bacon. What's wrong with you? Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Now, if you're gonna make breakfast, breakfast. If you're gonna make breakfast, you won't skip out and not make bacon. But you either go hard or you go home. In which case, she was home. If you're not gonna eat bacon, then you might as well have just skipped it altogether. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Who is the next? Who gets to read my shit show of a poem next? Nah, I couldn't even fucking... Why didn't they let me read my poem? The game went from like 6 to an 8, back to a 6, and now I can't read it, and now it's down to a 3. I would care more. Hiruy. As Yuri's poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Thank you. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? Hiruy first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Oh, you really didn't do anything wrong, Hiruy. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Hiruy takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? I have absolutely none. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. I technically have. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Hiruy stares at me blankly, then looks at the poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Hiruy trails off, unable to find excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. My writing is weak. My reading comprehension is incredible, actually. So, I would not, argue, honestly. And have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style more deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Did she just savagely destroy me? Destroy my writing? Is that what I've heard? Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. I feel like I was attacked. I feel offended. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Zaire says it was good. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. God damn, this girl's like throwing some shade around. It's fine. I'm not sure if Hiruy is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I do love to share my thought process behind it. Hiruy smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I need to drink something real quick. Mouth is getting dry. Alright. What is this, chicken scratch? Okay, here we go. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I like this one. This one's actually pretty good. I flicker back. That's actually pretty good. It's like, well, it's like someone, like, basically, they are, like, not letting go of the past and all that. They're, like, somewhat living in the past, so not letting it go. They regret. I don't know. I don't want to read too deep into it because I'm not gonna go. I can go on for hours, honestly. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I can read it. That's all I can say. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read because I'm not used to reading this type of thing, like cursive scripture and all that shit. I'm not used to reading that type of handwriting at all. I'm actually surprised that they even put that in there. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Well, I was like thinking of descriptive. It's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Hiruy? That's kinda out of nowhere. Wait, where did that come from? Are you into ghosts, Hiruy? The poem? Can I reread that poem? Did it say something about ghosts? I thought it was more like someone like dealing with like past problems or some shit like that. That's what I read. Anyways. Actually, actually the story isn't about ghosts at all, Mimuro. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining places of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you, and my foot just went numb. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Mimuro. Thank you. Ah, me too. This is going on a lot longer than I thought it would. Can I see where I'm at right now?